this week we're going to do the top 10 quarterbacks that we think are going into the NFL, and we'll just kind of break it down and do receivers, running backs. So you guys know the deal. But we're just going to go like, I'm going to say my number 10, he's going to say his number 10. We're going to like go back and forth like that on our list and then kind of discuss it. So
my list is like, my number 10 is in there, but I don't like think he's like a 10. Okay. But I just feel like you have to put him in there, I guess. But he's not like a 10.
Okay. Who is it? Who's your number 10?
You already know who it is. Everybody who's been watching knows who my number 10 is.
Dakota Rain
Exactly,
Prescott.
Dak Prescott. I mean, I feel like could be far-fetched.
I mean, he is consistent.
Well, he is.
He get like enough. Like he's getting it done.
What's getting it done?
He's getting y'all to the playoffs.
Jalen is getting it done.
Yeah, now
that's getting it done.
Now, yeah, but he's getting y'all to the playoffs though. So he's giving y'all a chance. Like at least you're like, oh, we're not even gonna make the playoffs. Like at least you know you have like, trust me. Like as a Jets fan, I've literally have not seen. Good
You're not a
quarterbacks.
Jets fan, first
Yes,
of all. Second of all, I mean, yeah, he leads us to the playoffs, but like, I'm the type of person like, what is just leading to the playoffs? There's nothing.
That's fair.
There's not like for who we are and what we have. Like that's not like a.
And your
you shouldn't
brands.
settle for just making it to the playoffs.
And your brands, like y'all are known to be like competing for like conference championships, Super Bowls. Like that's like the standard with Dallas.
Yes.
So
now, we're at 5. San Francisco's at 6. Steelers are at 6.
I think y'all are 5. Let me see. All time Super Bowl champions. Who has the lead? Let's see. Wikipedia will normally like have like.
Well, I mean, we're like that. There's like the Eagles have gone to the Super Bowl like 3 times in my lifetime. I haven't seen an NFC championship in my lifetime. Mm-hmm. Like for me, like going to the playoffs it's not. I'm just like
the Patriots have the most, and Tom Brady literally won all those.
They're tied most, right? 6. The most is 6, right?
Yeah, they're tied
with
with
the
6,
Steelers. Yeah,
the Steelers. Y'all have 5. San Fran. Y'all are tied with San Fran, and then the Packers and Giants are at 4, and the Broncos have 3.
Yeah. So Dak's number 10. I personally don't think he's the 10th best, but I just feel like you have to put him in there. Like I said, this could be far-fetched. Someone in the other room might be shaking their head at me, but I feel like Tua is better than him. Matthew Stafford is better than him. Like I said, it could be far-fetched. I don't know. I just me personally, I'd rather take them over Dak. I don't know. He's just been in that on that team too long to like not do anything. Like he hasn't really done anything.
Yeah, I agree. And y'all have had, I mean,
like I said, for me, going to the playoffs isn't doing anything.
Y'all have like top 5 linemen. Y'all have a top 3 edge rusher. You have arguably a top 5 receiver. You had Zeke at one point, and in his prime. Tony Pollard balled out last year. Like y'all's defense.
And y'all motherfuckers saying, "Hey, we should have let go of Zeke." Y'all don't see why we shouldn't have let go of Zeke this year. Ain't nobody gonna be pass blocking. Tell you that right now.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
You just can't go. Like people are, oh, he's got another running back. You cannot go get another pass block.
But that's what people think. Like, quick little tangent. Like people think like really that like you can just replace like a running back. It's not like that. Like yes, a lot of teams do running back by committee, but when you get an elite guy, like that does change your offense.
I'm like having a good pass blocking running back is such a big thing. Mm-hmm. Like it's such a little like thing, but it's such a big thing.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
You can keep them in. You can like use your tight end more. Like
you
don't want to keep your tight end in pass protection too. Like then it's like or double people, and then like you have less receivers. So
and the thing is like people want to Zeke out, but he still averaged like 4.3 yards or 4.4 yards a carry.
Let me see.
Something like that. Yeah. Or like maybe 3 something. I don't know. But like you have to realize you knew what you were getting.
3.8.
3.8. You
like
knew
almost 4 yards, 12 TDs though.
You knew what you were getting out of Zeke when he was in. So it's like,
and he low-key got ran into the ground. I'm not gonna lie. Like
they're gonna stack the box when he's in because you're not gonna run it. Anyways, number 10. Sorry, we're off on tangent. Number 10, Dak Prescott.
My number 10 is Tua Tagovailoa, and it's because last year I looked at like QBR. I'm a big QBR guy. He was like number 1 in QBR, so I feel like that had to get accounted for. And he is playing with like Waddle and Tyreek Hill, so that does help him substantially. But I mean, he had a period of time where he was throwing like 3 touchdowns a game, like every game for like 5 or 6 games. So no picks either. So I was looking at stats earlier. So I decided to throw him in my number 10. And when he got hurt, obviously we saw how bad his injuries were last season. Hopefully he's fine this year. But when he got hurt, we saw literally the Dolphins won they were like 7-2, and then they just lost like 6 in a row when he got hurt. So to me, that shows that he's very substantial to that team as well, even with the weapons they have. And I have him at number 10. Who's your number 9?
Kirk Cousins.
Okay. I like Kirk.
Silent but deadly.
Yeah.
But I would rather, somebody asked me the other day if I would rather have him than Dak, but I guess it's kind of interchangeable because he's not like a primetime winner either.
Okay.
But he's like, he's going to put up the numbers silently and like throw the touchdowns and less interceptions, but like he also can't like.
Yeah, he can't like win.
Yeah.
But because like I was watching, I don't know if you watched that QB thing on Netflix, Fire, but he was talking about like how last year, shit, in 2021, 33 touchdowns, 7 picks. And then last year he threw more picks, but I mean, he still put up good numbers, 29 CDs, almost 4,500 yards. So like he's consistent. He's going to put up numbers. That's a good pick. For my number 9, I have Trevor Lawrence. I really like Trevor last year, especially once he got with that boy Dougie P. Kind of really transformed him, and I really think he'll take the leap this year. He has Calvin Ridley coming back from that BS suspension.
A lot of people are getting suspended like that right now.
Yeah,
somebody else today got suspended.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember who.
It's Calvin Ridley. They drafted him some players. I think they drafted Tank Bigsby from Auburn, the running back. He has Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram. So obviously he put up good numbers last year, won a playoff game, and almost came back and beat the Chiefs. Like he was going crazy, like trying to make that comeback. So
and they did come back and beat the Chargers.
Yeah, exactly. And he threw 4 picks.
And he threw the 4 picks in the first half.
Yeah, I got Trevor Lawrence right there at my number 9 spot. Yeah.
Number 8 will probably be, can't remember the name. I had Trevor Lawrence. Number 8.
Gotcha.
That's right, I don't know why I said I can't remember that.
Okay.
Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
Yeah, I have him as my number 8. Good, young guy. I mean, he shows like if he has a coach, because that was I don't know what you want to call that with Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
One a coach and 2 some weapons. Like he's gonna get the job. We've been knowing about Trevor Lawrence. He's he's no slouch.
He's been one of the people that are like came into college as like the chosen one and won a natty. So like he's delivered. And my number 8, we just flip flopped. I had Kirk Cousins at number 8. So very very consistent, really good quarterback, and I hope he can. After watching his Netflix show, I really fuck with him more. So I hope he can get it done here soon and at least get his team to a conference championship or something like that. So number 7.
Number 6 and number 7 are kind of interchangeable, but I have number 7 right now. Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Yeah, I have him at number 7.
Okay.
I mean, he was good last year, but you can tell he just didn't want to be there. He didn't really care. Like you can tell he was just on his days out. So it's like he was trying, but he wasn't trying. At the end of the day, he's a competitor. But if your heart's not in it, your heart isn't in it. So I have him. I think this coming up year, he probably will be a top 5 quarterback, in my opinion. Probably top 3, in my opinion.
Oh wow.
He just has too many weapons. They're too good of a team.
And
he's like, I feel like he's hungry again.
Yeah.
And he's just motivated and happy to be there. And there's a lot of young guys who are like happy to have him there. Like Sauce Gardner just gave him that chain. Like Garrett always talks highly of him. He's excited. Like there's just a lot of excitement around him. And I think he's just ready to get back on the field. I think he will be probably in my opinion, top 3. But I have him.
Okay.
Number 7.
Cool. At my number 7 spot, I have Herbert. Really, really talented quarterback. He's put up ridiculous numbers. The only problem with the Chargers is his team just falls apart every year. They get hurt. But he's somehow in a tough division with the Raiders, the Broncos, and obviously the Chiefs. He's still finding a way to battle it out, and he got to the playoffs. And he just, got unlucky. The team self-destructed. They really should have beat the Jags, and that's kind of my knock on him is I just need to see Herbert win more, but it is obviously tough in his division and being in the AFC, but I got him at number 7.
My number 6 is Justin Herbert.
Okay.
It just sucks. I mean, he just has a lot on him. The division, his team, they just you can't get it done for some reason. They just can't get it done. They have the talent, they just can't get it done.
Always getting hurt, man.
But he's going out there balling, doesn't give up. Like he's just doing the damn thing, and he's a great kid. And I mean, he has a lot of upside. They just, I don't know. They just got to put something together to just get it done because they have the team to do it. They just don't do it.
Yeah, I agree. My number 6, we just interchanged again. I have Aaron Rodgers. Like you said, he didn't really care last year. You can kind of tell in his body language, but I mean, the years prior, he won MVP both back-to-back seasons. So it's like, I can't overlook that. And we know what he's capable of. Now with him going to the Jets, shout out to them Jets. I hope that he delivers. The only problem is he's in the AFC now, so it's way tougher. Like I feel like damn near every team has
every team in the like it used to be the NFC that was like dominant. Now it's just like the AFC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so everybody has a QB. I do think too, like he's got to play the Bills twice and the Dolphins twice. I think the Patriots are kind of on the decline, but it's still Bill Belichick. So like his division is pretty tough. And he's also got to play other teams in the AFC. Like we play the Chiefs this year. We play like the Eagles, the Cowboys. So we got a really tough schedule. But it'll be cool to see like knowing that.
You shouldn't worry about the Cowboys. As a Cowboy killer.
Yeah, that's true. But the fact that he's like got this great young team with him, and they were able to keep pieces like Quinn and Williams, and
also get what's his name that he wanted.
Oh yeah,
Lozano.
Lazard, and they got McCall Hardman, Garrett. They still have Corey Davis, who's a first rounder. Yeah. So it's like, and then Breece Hall's come back from injury, and he was on pace to win Rookie of the Year before he got hurt. So it's like they got a really good.
Y'all could get Dalvin Cook.
We could get Dalvin Cook. I hope they do because I want to have 2 backs. It's just, I mean, it's nice, but like I said, they just have a good young team, and like you were saying earlier, like he's probably super fired up to just play with them and. He knows like they're in like win now mode since they got him, So, that's my number 6.
Here's the fun kind of begins. A lot of these quarterbacks can be interchangeable, man. I mean, there's arguments for all of them. Mm-hmm. I will say this number 5. A lot of these number 5s aren't better than Aaron Rodgers, but just since because I'm basing it off of last year, yeah, they just did better than Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. But we know Aaron Rodgers is the better quarterback. Mm-hmm. To me. Number 5, I have Josh Allen.
Okay. Wow.
He's another one that he has the talent, but he doesn't get it done. Mm-hmm. And I feel more of it is on him than anything. I feel like he just tries to do too much sometimes. Yeah. That's his problem. He just because he knows he can throw the hell out the ball. I think he's like when Spencer was young, he relied on his arm too much. I feel like he does that a lot. Yeah, and his arm and his legs because he knows he's big, he can run.
He doesn't slide ever,
and he doesn't slide ever. Yes,
because he gets hit. Like the thing is, he's not even getting hurt, but he's like not sliding. So when he tries to run people over or get hit, at the end of the day, you're playing in the NFL. Like it doesn't matter if you're 6'5". Like these people are big as well and fast. Like they're gonna make you fumble, especially as a QB. Like like his ball security isn't the best. But I mean, last year he did put up 35 touchdowns and 14 picks.
Yeah, so, he gets it done, but like when it comes down to it, when he plays the good teams in the playoffs, he doesn't get it done.
Yeah, I agree.
Like they played the Bengals last year in the playoffs, right?
They lost at home.
And they lost at home. Yeah. Like you just can't do that. Mm-hmm. Like you're used to playing in the damn snow at home. Like you just can't do that.
The ultimate home field advantage.
Literally, Bills Mafia.
Mm-hmm. Bills Mafia. My boy Diggs over there, but. At number 5 for me.
Might be a Cowboys song.
Nah.
You would get a jersey for sure?
Nah.
Yes, you would.
Wait, who?
Diggs.
Went to the Cowboys? Oh, yeah. For sure. I'd probably become a fan, honestly. I'm not gonna...
You already are a fan.
Nah, I can't do that yet. But at number 5, I actually have Lamar Jackson. People, I feel like, forget about Lamar. He's definitely still a top 5 quarterback. He has an MVP. Like, you can't forget about that regardless of what you want to say. He's also led the league in passing touchdowns. So that's also a huge accolade for him. And I'm hoping he stays healthy because he wasn't getting hurt and he's starting to get hurt here and there. So hopefully he can stay healthy and the Ravens can call a comparable offense for him. I mean, they got Odell Beckham. They drafted Zay Flowers. They have some good receivers around him. So I'm hoping Lamar can come back and he wins too. That's the thing. He wins in the regular season, and then in the playoffs, he hasn't been able to get it done. But every year he started a full season, they've always made the playoffs. So I feel like that's very important for a starting QB. But that's who I have at number 5.
Number 4, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, DNA, not them Sooners, not that Bama.
Jalen fucking Hurts.
Yeah, he went nuclear last year.
Last year, he probably the biggest jump from the previous season. Like you could tell he put in the work. Mm-hmm. You could tell he was hungry. He looked very comfortable back there last mm-hmm. year. Everybody on that team was just in tune. Mm-hmm. Like Doug Peterson knows what the hell he's doing. Mm-hmm. Made it to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Say that before Dak ever did that. He did that before Dak ever did that.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a... Yeah.
Yeah.
He ran for 760.
Yeah, he can run.
13 tugs.
Got a lot better passing accurately.
Yeah.
So that was like the unknown getting drafted. Mm-hmm. Like he just wasn't known as a great passer. Mm-hmm. But now it looks like he's putting all the pieces together. Mm-hmm. Has great offensive weapons. Mm-hmm. Somehow, some way, they just found a way to get better in the draft. Like that team just. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they go back.
Bro, they were 15-1.
Yeah,
I did not realize that.
Yeah,
damn. Yeah,
yeah, and he played well.
Yeah,
he played really well.
So
I have him at number 4.
Number 4, okay. Same. I also have Jalen Hurts at number 4. I think he's a very, very good QB. It's cool to see him get better literally every year since he got benched against Georgia in the national championship, and then he transferred to OU, got better, went to the NFL, was all right, and then he's just getting better and better. So that shows you he's putting the work in. He just signed a big contract, and I don't think that's going to stop him. I think he's one of those dudes that has the coolest demeanor. Like you're watching the Super Bowl, he fumbled, and then went back right next possession, scored. It didn't affect him. So I like his demeanor, and he's just he's a good dude. He's humble. Like he's an easy person to root for. So I got him at number 4.
It helps that he went to Alabama, and it helps that Nick Saban has benched him before during the biggest game at that time of his career. Mm-hmm. And him just the way he carried himself after he got benched showed a lot, and I think that's why he's like you said, he's just easy to go for, and he carries himself well. He doesn't care that he's on a big contract. Like he's just gonna still put the work in. My number 3, probably surprised a lot of people, but Lamar Jackson.
Okay,
I have him at number 3.
Okay.
I think he's a very good quarterback with no weapons, and the fact that he does what he does with no weapons, to me, says a lot. Like you said, he's won MVP. He's led the league in touchdowns, and nobody wants to give him his props ever. I think we all know why. But he's just a quarterback that's going to go out there, get it done on the ground and in the air. And now that he does have Odell Beckham, he has Mark Andrews.
He has Duvernay. Yeah, Duvernay, Zay Flowers.
Yep, Zay Flowers. Like he has weapons now. I think it's gonna be very scary because when the reason he couldn't get it done in the playoffs was because when you make the playoffs, you're in the playoffs for a reason. Like you typically have a great team. Yeah, and that's where you're in the playoffs.
And the coaching is like.
And then him being in the division he's in, he's probably going to play against a good team. Yeah. So, that's was the problem was he didn't have any weapons. And even I'm pretty sure the year that everybody got hurt during that, was it 2 years ago? Everybody got hurt during the training camp and all that preseason. Oh yeah,
everyone was getting hurt, bro. And they still made the first the first couple of games, everyone was getting hurt and stuff.
And didn't they still make the playoffs that year? He does a lot with nothing, and now that he has something, I think they're gonna be a scary team to play.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, Lamar's a dog, man. I was actually just watching his highlights against Florida State when he was at Louisville.
And he's his own agent, got his own bag.
Yeah, you know come on. Yeah, we have to talk about that. Got his own bag, on his own. Come on now. Whole lot of flock going on. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. At my number 3, I have Josh Allen. I think I have him a little too high after we kind of broke him down, but I'm gonna keep him there. He puts up ridiculous numbers in the regular season, but he just hasn't gotten it done and gotten into a Super Bowl game. And granted, he is playing in the same conference as Mahomes, and like, come on now, Mahomes is like on a different level than everyone right now. But I mean,
so we know who your number one is.
I mean, who if it's not your number one, then. But I mean, Josh Allen, he's a good quarterback. It's really cool to see him where he is now, because I remember when he got drafted, I mean, everyone was saying he was not going to be good. Like, he's a bust, like not accurate, and he's really tuned down his accuracy a lot. Like, he's gotten really accurate. It's just more so, I feel like Carl said earlier, his decision making isn't the greatest. And I really do think like Stephon Diggs has elevated him a ton. Like, I think Diggs has always been an elite top 5 receiver in the NFL when he was in Minnesota, but you know, he was playing with Thielen and stuff. So I think when he became like the go-to guy, it really shined, and I really think that helped kind of elevate Josh Allen quicker than what he would have been through with like kind of just regular guys at receiver. But I got him at number 3. So
number 2.
Do you got number 2?
Nah, it's Joe Burrow.
Okay.
I mean, you could make the argument for him being number 1 just because I think he does have Mahomes' number technically, because I think it was 3-1 against him.
Yeah, he has 3-1 against him.
And like you could make that argument, but no. I mean, I got Joe Burrow number 2. I mean, I think after his senior year at LSU, we all kind of saw what he was about, and people did like have like was that like a fluke season, or is he gonna do it again?
For real,
and he has panned out perfect. He has a lot of great talent around him. Good young kid. He's hungry. He's just like doesn't care about the media.
Yeah.
Goes and puts the work in. You know what you're gonna get out of him. He's
very consistent, very
poised.
Romo,
He's
very
like that's the biggest thing. He's very poised.
Yeah,
he's very poised, and that's like that's probably his biggest upside. He doesn't let the moment get to him. Whatever it is, if they're winning, they're losing, throws a pick, fumbles, he's just gonna go out there and just ball.
Dang, his stats are crazy. I mean,
he's thrown what 4,500 yards both years.
Yeah, and he's thrown 82 touchdowns in his career and 31 picks since he's been in the NFL. So like, obviously he's serving it out there for real. So
yeah, like you said, he doesn't throw many picks, takes care of the ball, throws a lot of touchdowns, has amazing reads, good ball. Like he just, I mean,
and he's a dog. Like even in that game last year when they were playing the Chiefs, and like that playoff game was crazy. Like he was competing, like, and then the Super Bowl we saw it against the Rams, like fighting to the end. Like, and he's been to a Super Bowl, so he's already gotten to the pinnacle of pro sports in football. So like for him to get over that hump already at such an early point in his career, I definitely think. Because he's probably going to he will re-sign with the Bengals here soon. Probably after this season, he'll get a bag. And it's going to be him and Mahomes and all these other quarterbacks in AFC. But right now, it's looking like it's him and Mahomes duking it out, really, for like the Super Bowl trips year to year. Because obviously, Joe Burrow was on the road and beat Josh Allen, who had home field advantage. And when Josh Allen played Mahomes, he couldn't get it done to get to the Super Bowl. So it's going to be those two, I got Joe Burrow at number 2 as well. Like, I mean, like you said, not really too much more to be said, but I mean, he's a dog. He gets it done, and super consistent. And I like his energy. I like the way he carries himself, and he's got the Bengals playing good football over there. So
it's good to see the Bengals playing good football.
Yeah.
Number 1, both have them. Everybody knows. Everybody has them. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing need to be said about
not too much to be said about Mahomes, man. He's
his brother, on the other hand.
Mahomes is different, man. Whenever you get a chance, Carlos, watch that thing, because he was.
I need to watch quarterback still.
Yeah, he was on there, man, and
I heard that they just like ride him along on that show. Is that true?
You said they ride him?
Yeah.
I mean,
I get why, but like, is that true?
I mean, it's just him. It's like I would say the show's like 55% Mahomes, 35% Kirk Cousins, and then like the rest is Mariota. So it's like a good mix. I think they just need to do that though, because like the NFL like isn't like the NBA. It's always struggled with having like a face of the league in a way. So I feel like it's good to like promote Mahomes like that.
Is that not a good thing?
No, it is a good thing, but it's also like, I mean, when you look at the NBA, it's like you just think of stars immediately. Like you think of LeBron, Curry, like even like this, like Katie, Luca, like all these people. Yeah. In the NFL, it's like you think of the team and the shield. So
yeah, I do think Tom Brady's not in anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So I do think like that, and that's a good point you made. Like since Tom Brady's retired, like they got to kind of promote the next guy. And I mean, he went ridiculous last year. He threw 67%. 5,250 yards, 41 touchdowns, 12 picks without Tyreek Hill. Everyone was saying like they were going to, struggle without Tyreek Hill and stuff. So the fact he's doing this, obviously, yes, he has Travis Kelce, but still, and Andy Reid as his coach, but still like for him to do this and for him to get to the Super Bowl and win that ring was super dope and important for me because he already won early. Then he lost to Tom and we were like, all right, him losing to Tom, is he gonna be able to catch him? Now with him winning this ring, it's like, all right, he got that second ring because we've seen quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers win early and he hasn't won a ring since. So it's like it's kind of good that Mahomes has already gotten that second ring and he's already starting to separate himself from everyone else that has like that one just ring,
Yeah, and then going back to the Bengals, he did beat the Bengals on basically one ankle.
Yeah, was hurt, limping around, like got it done. I mean, he's a dog, man. Like. People can love him or hate him, but like when you watch that show and see his work ethic and just the way he just attacks,
that man's about his business.
He's about his business, and I mean it's dope too because he went to Tech. Like we've been saying he's nice. Like he got the right coach and right system and all that, and
he couldn't have gone to a better coach.
The stuff he does is ridiculous. So Mahomes is clearly the number one, and I don't really think it's close right now. So until people challenge him, we'll just have to see.
Boy, Lamar finna come for that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Lamar is. I hope he stays healthy because when Lamar plays,
I hope Odell stays healthy too.
Yeah, facts because he was balling on the Rams too. So,
so if he can stay healthy,
yeah.
I think that'll do it for us. A great episode. It's good to be back. Means football's around the corner.
Yeah.
It's exciting. College is first. Week 0 is the last weekend in August for college football. Mm-hmm. Not really big games, but at least you get to watch some football.
Yeah.
Preseason starts for NFL.
If you guys enjoyed that clip, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to Opinionated Media. You can find us at Opinionated Media on all social medias. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. If you guys like clips like these, make sure you guys stay tuned for more.